I am Karthikraja from first MCA at Dr.SNSRCAS College of Arts and Science. I am going to outline about web engine. Understanding the architecture of a web browser. A web browser is a software application that enables a user to access and display web pages or other online content through its graphical user interface. Refer to the image below to understand the key component involved in building a web browser. User interface. This component allows end users to interact with all visible elements available on the web page. The visible elements include the address bar, home button, next button, and all other elements that fetch and display the web page required by the end user. Browser engine. It is a core component of every web browser. The web browser engine functions as an intermediary or a bridge between the user interface and the rendering engine. It queries and handles the rendering engine as per the input received from the user interface. Rendering engine. As the name suggests, this component is responsible for rendering a specific web page required by the user on their screen. It interprets HTML and XML documents along with the image that are styled or formatted using CSS, and a final layout is generated which is displayed on the user interface. Networking. This component is responsible for managing network calls using standard protocols like HTTP or FTP. It is also looked for after the security issues associated with internet communication. JavaScript interpreter. As the name suggests, it is responsible for perceiving and executing the JavaScript code embedded in a website. Once the interpreted results are generated, they are forwarded to the rendering engine from the display on the user interface. UI backend. This component uses the user interface method of the underlying operating system. It is mainly used for drawing basic widgets. Data storage and persistence. It is a persistence layer. A web browser needs to store various types of data locally, for example cookies. As a result, browser must be compatible with the data storage mechanism